Hi, it's Spyro here at binarycore.org. This is the first episode of a new section of ours called It's Been a While, where we look at games that we haven't played in a while. This first episode is about Mass Effect. Best worst way.
You know we're recording.
I know we're recording. This is your bit because it's all about character creation.
Yeah, but I don't know. With Mass Effect, I wasn't that into the character creation. It was like there wasn't that much to do.
It's like blasphemy if you love character creation.
I know. I think I spent quite a while looking at it and then just went back to the basic base and changed one bit.
Actually, because this is me playing usually and putting in Spyro, I do that. I just sitting there, changing all of the facial features because that's all you get to change in it.
Yeah.
And I just got bored. I didn't want to sit there changing all of this random stuff. So I was just there going random. Okay, that one's all right. I think you see it in a minute. I then just changed the hair color and how much beard you have.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to sit there going, I could raise the eyes a little bit or make the nose larger or add a scar.
See, in older games I have done that, but in this one I just didn't feel necessary. But it's not only the face you can customize. You can customize his backstory as well a little bit.
Oh yeah,
which is cool.
Course.
And I think that influences parts of the game, and you choose what type of warrior he actually is. I think like here you've chosen a spacer.
Yeah.
Whereas I went soldier all the way.
See, now this is the second time I played through the game, so it's been a while. I'm going back to playing it. The first time I played through it, I went soldier. Just all about the guns. None of that biotic and what's the other one? Tech, which is actually what I play as here. Yeah, because I didn't feel the need to use all these extra abilities in that. I just wanted to point a gun at the people and shoot them.
See, now if I went back as well, I think I'd do the same. I'd
play
choose
something
one
else
that wasn't a soldier, because in the later games there are opportunities to use some of those powers, and you realise how good they can be.
Yeah.
How valuable they are.
I mean, in this one, because there's three types. Obviously, you've got the guns, the biotic, and the tech. But then there are 6 things you can pick because you can merge 2 of them, or you can have full one of them. I think I'm playing as Sentinel here, which is shooting and tech.
Yeah, I think isn't there an option to have all 3 as well? But it's like you're really limited on each one then.
Possibly.
Like,
I've never looked into that. Great part here. Might recognise the voice. Seth Green. One thing that we was noticing this, the voice acting is brilliant.
Yeah, it's got some of the best voice acting I've seen in some of the games. I mean, it grips you.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first played this the first time, I was just sitting there, and that's the first time you introduced any of the characters, and you hear Joker's voice, and I was like, Seth Green, I'm gonna love this game already.
Yeah, it took me a while to realise it was Seth Green.
Really?
Yeah. I wasn't very good with that.
I'm a big Seth Green fan. I like all the stuff he's done. But and
I
then,
recognised Anderson's voice. Joker. That was the first voice I recognised.
What did you recognise Anderson as though?
I recognised him as Julius from Saints Row.
See, because was it Keith
David.
Keith David, big voice actor guy. Do you know what I recognised him as? Arbiter from Halo.
Oh yeah, because he's done a lot of video game voices.
Yeah, it's surprising. A lot of the people in this aren't famous in the acting world. They're famous in the voice acting world.
Yeah, they've done a lot of different.
Lance will probably be quite a good one to do this on because he's really big with voice actors, especially cartoon voice actors, and a lot of them are comic book actors as well.
I think the person who does Ashley Williams was in Dexter's Laboratory.
Mimi, I believe it was.
Yeah,
and in Static Shock, she played Puff, which was a good character. But yeah, they've done loads of stuff. It's quite weird when you'll be watching a game and you'll be like, why do I know that voice? And obviously they look nothing like the previous person you've seen them as.
Exactly,
yeah. So it shows a good depth of character, and they picked a lot of the people to play it quite well.
Yeah.
So here's Ashley, who we're talking about.
Yeah. And one of the other great things about this game is the story, the depth that it goes into.
Yeah, with you're saying at the beginning where you get to pick your backstory.
Yeah.
It explains how characters treat you and like how I don't know. Does it influence the options you actually have in dialogue?
I think some of the dialogue changes, like because you're given a choice of like you're a war hero, you're an orphan, all that, whatever. So when people talk to you like, oh, I heard about what you did here, your final stand there.
So character you love in this game, this alien race.
Oh, this alien. Oh, day I learned that you could skip conversations was the greatest day in my life.
Skip conversations? Well,
Yeah.
how do you do that?
It's the X button.
Okay.
But I overused it when I was talking to these characters, and I ended up selecting some of the wrong options.
See,
It's the same button.
I like the monotone way they speak, and then they describe how they speak. I thought that was quite a nice thing to put in there.
It was cool because it's different. It's something new that they brought into. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else.
As it was, especially when those two characters were talking, because I felt like he was being very sarcastic to Din in everything he said. So he'd be like, remorseful response, and then say something really sarcastic.
Yeah.
But obviously that's not what he was
It's just
doing.
the speed at which they talk. Like, they always have so much to say.
The one I didn't like was the pink floating things,
The Hanas.
if that's what they're called.
Hanas.
I didn't like them.
They were alright.
They were just I don't know, I didn't like the way they spoke. Luckily for me, I don't speak to a lot of them in the game. I think I only saw one of them at the Citadel in the shop. So yeah.
That's fair enough. But yeah.
But what we were saying about the options in how you can speak. Obviously, in a lot of games like this, you can play the good guy or the bad guy, which they've got as Paragon and Renegade, right?
Yeah. Paragon Renegade.
First time I played it, Renegade whole way. You seem to find in games like this, the evil way is always the more fun way.
Yeah. I played mostly Paragon. I think I made one or two Renegade
in
choices.
this play, I'm playing Paragon,
Yeah.
which you might not think through going to a lap dancing club.
But
But
good people go too.
yeah. Now I'm playing as Paragon because obviously I played Renegade the first time, so I got the Renegade achievement for getting 75% Renegade option the whole way through. So I thought I'll play it a second time, go for Paragon. Hey, an achievement I didn't get.
There you go, win-win.
Yeah.
One of the, there's obviously it's not on at the moment, but cutscenes in this are so well done.
Yeah. I mean,
And
how old is this game? It's a couple of years now.
I think 2000 something, but
Yeah.
it's still quite old. I can't remember.
See, what you're not seeing here is he's trying to look at the box, but he's picking up Mass Effect 2.
I thought I'd figure out where Mass Effect 2 was and be like, well, it was definitely before this day.
Yeah.
Apparently that didn't work, so.
Combat in this game is really, I don't know, it's different to what I thought, because when I was playing it the first time I thought there wasn't a lot of combat.
But that'll be because you played a soldier, maybe.
I
So you
think
don't know. I mean, that's one of the things I noticed in watching your playthrough. There's a lot more for you to do. When I was a soldier, I didn't really do a lot.
it was, you never went into that wheel bit
Yeah.
where select powers, it was just shoot.
Occasionally I'd use the adrenaline rush. But
Yeah.
there'd be no other reason for me to do it.
Now, it's a thing I'm noticing with quite a lot of games like this. One you might see later with the Vampire Masquerade video I did. I didn't think there was a lot of combat in that. It was a lot of talky, which a lot of this is, but because it's very storyline based, you're trying to build up the character, what you're saying to people, how you're going to react to them, and so it's very talky because you want to learn about the character. I mean, we are seeing quite a lot of combat here, and the combat is quite good. Like these powers that I'm using here, I never used them the first time I played. Some of them are really good. I'm one-hit killing a lot of these people.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like I didn't want to use them. It was a lot of effort. This is when I was playing as a soldier the first time around. That's how I felt. I felt like it was really an effort, and I didn't want to do it. And I would make my two support characters have the powers.
Yeah. It did seem out of place, didn't it? When like the powers, if you're not playing and using the powers yourself, as in if you don't choose a biotic or a tech, the powers that you have seem sort of out of place. They're not needed as such because you are just a guy who goes in and shoots.
And I liked that. I liked shooting everywhere, but it was different playing as a tech in this one. And as you see, I didn't want to go full tech because I wanted to do something that I knew how to do. I'm good at shooting things, so.
I'm not, but I wanted to shoot anyway. And we've seen in videos that I'm not very good at shooting.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find something you are good at. The driving parts were quite good as well.
I mean, a lot of people. A lot of the major complaints about this game were the driving parts.
Really?
Yeah.
I liked it because they didn't put a lot of it in. The driving wasn't brilliant. The way that you can make it fly and such like that.
We see people seem to think, when I spoke to people, they seem to think that there was too much driving.
Oh, there's not a lot of driving in this.
No, but they still felt that was too much. Obviously, it wasn't something that anyone liked. From what I gathered, obviously you liked it. I didn't mind it.
No, that's right. I didn't mind it, but because there wasn't a lot of it, it wasn't. There.
One of my favourite bits, actually, is coming up in just
Really?
a moment. Yeah.
What's your favourite bit in this? Is it when I kill the Geth? Because I'm amazing at killing Geth.
You do that a lot, but there's a one-off moment that you'll see shortly. Now, I think it makes.
See, there's a good shot there where I showed the one-hit kill.
That was good, but this bit right here, this is the bit that encompasses the entire video.
What? Because you're in the game.
Exactly. It's perfect. It's like my little addition to your video.
I think that's a good point to stop this video on you logged in.
That doesn't seem very fair.
So, yeah, so this is checking it out. I mean, check back later on and we'll have more videos like this.
Thank you.